whether everyone's ready or not, Andrew, let's do this.
Kick Bhutan! Episode
Remember to like and
36!
subscribe.
Tiamat loves you!
So, who remembers what happened last time?
Fireball.
No,
That's a good
Fireball.
recap from Fireball.
no, it's not a good recap from Fireball because last time Fireball did speak.
Momentarily.
That's a good point. I mean,
Once we got someone who could translate.
he has spoken to people. It's just most people don't understand what Fireball is saying. Because they don't understand his language.
Anyway, Fireball was speaking to the audience, Andrew.
Oh, right. Sorry.
And since the audience don't speak Ignian,
you don't know that?
Ignan. Ignan. Why do people keep adding an extra A?
Ignan.
Really? I thought it was Ignian.
It's Ignan.
Well, whatever it is.
Either way, Fireball. Fireball, Fireball, Fireball.
We made it out of alternate dimension, we did a bunch of fights, and then we escaped that planet and discovered that Croc is doing some terrible, terrible shit, and we're now going to go find him.
Also, Sonya is here.
Telling you about Croc's nasty shit.
I have no reason to know who that character is or why they might be slightly nefarious.
I am looking for my friend, Shadow the Hedgehog.
This is true. It's all true. So, Wizzy Boys hit the hyperdrive, and you arrive basically instantaneously. None of you are looking at a window, so you just feel some turbulence. And then Wizzy Boy turns around and says, "Right, so I'm gonna have to like drop you guys off."
Are you sure you can't just drive us straight to where it is?
No, it's a little hot right now in terms of there's a bunch of dragons flying around and also a bunch of ships flying around. And I recognize those ships. Those are the ships of people who would want to take things from this ship.
Why?
Fireball?
Because, again, like, did you miss the summary about the whole, like, we have a weapon that can, we like, have two parts of a weapon that might be able to destroy or remake the universe?
Oh, that we were going to use to give ourselves infinite power?
Yeah, those. They also want that, turns out. They are also people who are hunting for this stuff.
Do you not talk to the dragons and get them to help you?
Like
you're all a dragon, right, as well?
Not all dragons know each other.
Are you sure?
Fireball.
How about I just teleport you to Croc?
I mean, if that's the best operations, then yeah, sure.
Sure.
You sure you don't want to come with us?
Absolutely. Someone has to fly the ship and
fly the ship away. Make
sure that the ship doesn't get.
Is he not doing something with your like grandmother or something like
that? Someone has to make sure the ship doesn't get obliterated by those other ships, and also pilfer the two very powerful artifacts on this ship. So, you guys can go meet up with Croc.
You're sending us to our death, aren't you?
I mean, you guys are potentially the last hope of the universe, if this person is to be believed, gesturing to Sonya.
Waves.
And the only thing standing between us and that is a planet full of hostile ships and dragons. Yeah, sounds like a death wish. Oh well, getting to it. Starts cracking his knuckles.
Tried to talk me out of these sort of missions in the hospital.
Yeah, he's also gonna call out for rat and snacks.
Yes, it's fine. They were just on the internet.
Fair enough.
What is the lizard looking up on the internet? Do we want to know? Is that actually the question?
No.
Lizard home.
I'm just gonna say no.
All right. All of you willing?
To do with lizards.
Willing, and I think able.
Sure.
Fireball and Steve are both willing and able.
Magic.
Magic indeed.
Oh, was Colt willing?
Yep, certainly.
It's
As you
Constantine
Cracking,
willing.
again, cracking. I was going to say cracking knuckles, cracking the one knuckle he still has.
Yeah, Constantine, are you willing?
Constantine might just stay on the ship with the thing to help guard the incredibly powerful artifacts.
No. If Andrew has to play 3, 4, 5, 6 characters, you have to play your extras.
I just meant logistically. I don't know if Constantine would want, but yeah, sure, he'll come.
Cool. You appear here.
Looks nice.
Croc is in the middle of opening some. There's lots of magic happening in front of Croc right now.
Let's get a bit.
Kato's just gonna shout at Croc. Hey, Croc!
Do I hear him?
You do.
Oh, I see. Right next to us. Like,
They are all right next to you. Yes.
Buddy, what you
hey,
doing?
where'd you? What? Where'd you come from? The gate's locked.
We just came from another dimension that we were trapped in, that we were trying to get back to you because we thought we were worried, and then we hear you're trying to end the universe.
No.
If you're trying to end the universe,
Please don't.
don't make me have to kill you.
No. Not this universe. So it's fine.
We have
Any universe.
we have someone telling us that it will end all of the universes. I think that was what I got from your statement.
Yeah, we've been reliably informed that it could destroy both this universe and the one that you're targeting. Either way, not a great plan.
No. Trust me. Tiamat knows what she's doing.
What would Daddy Bahamut say about this?
Exactly.
Well, he generally just keeps out of it.
You should ask him.
Yes, ask him.
All right.
Now, I know how important it is to you to always be looking out for both of them, and this might really hurt him for you to do this. Do you want to hurt Bahamut?
Well, obviously not. Doing this to help him as well.
You should check in with him just in case.
Sure. Croc will go down on one knee and begin praying.
Cool.
Steve will draw his sword.
Croc,
Kato will block Steve.
give me a wisdom check, Croc.
Ooh, Croc, very wisdom boy.
That is the check you are making.
Give me a
Just
second, we'll look at
straight
something.
wisdom.
Yeah, just straight
Hold a
wisdom.
second, I just want to check something.
Oh, weird. He actually is good at wisdom because he's a cleric.
Yeah.
You have guidance, by the way.
Yee.
How the fuck? How?
Okay, Croc.
13.
You begin praying to Bahamut, but it seems like you can. It feels like Tiamat's presence is too strong here to get a good connection with Bahamut.
I'm getting the answer phone. He's not picking up.
Is he not picking up, or is Tiamat blocking you from getting through, buddy? We are in a pretty evil-looking place.
What? No, this is the summer vacation spot.
Now, we've been friends for a long time.
Uh-huh.
Have I ever asked you to, maybe chill on a plan that wasn't going to get us killed?
I only have a couple of times. Look. No, I still say I could have taken that task.
This
do
looks
you
like the
trust
kind of
me?
place.
Well,
Sorry.
Sorry.
of course I trust you, like a brother to me.
I'm not asking you never to go through with this. I'm just asking you to take the time to think it all through with maybe, if we can wait for Bahamut to get back to you, we can maybe travel to somewhere where it's easier, and then we can come back. We've got a ship now that can get us here basically instantaneously.
How do you plan on getting back to that ship?
Well, I look up and I'm like, it's up there somewhere. Sonia, you can signal the ship, right? Sonia?
Maybe? The
I
magic
mean,
the magic around here is very thick.
Fireball?
well,
Fireball?
he's just like, is that the ship there?
No, that is. You would surmise that to probably be one of the ships that the person on the ship was talking about. As you see it, like, fly by and engage a dragon in combat. As
Yeah.
it's shooting lasers at the dragon and the dragon is breathing on the ship.
Now, I would also like to point out to you, Croc, that we have 2 pieces out of a 3-piece thing that, when put together, can allow us to make changes to the universe as we see fit.
Really?
Yeah. Which may be a safer way to do what you're trying to do.
It might be.
Now, I'm not saying that that's what we should do. I'm just saying that it may be a more stable, safer way to do your plan anyway.
Certainly means a whole lot less innocents get it. It certainly means a whole lot less innocents die.
Yeah, because you say what you're doing, and then the rest of us all use our power to stabilize the universe we're in.
Croc, are you continuing with your ritual?
Croc will continue the ritual, but contact Tiamat.
Sure. You can contact Tiamat very easily from here. You hear in your what do you say to Tiamat?
I explain the situation that we might have an easier solution found.
Tiamat's response is definitely still on the you need to complete the ritual.
Okay, well, she said no. I can't disobey her.
Are you always obedient? Like, what's the point of that? Like, surely sometimes you do things that annoy her.
I mean, I do, but that she could kill me and destroy my eternal soul.
Why would she do that?
Alternatively, I could kill you.
No. How could she destroy your eternal soul?
Because she owns it.
But surely Bahamut also owns it, right?
Well, I guess, yeah, he owns half of it, so... Never
like,
really understood what'll happen when I die.
At best, she could only destroy half of your soul.
Hey, Kato.
Yeah.
You feel something on your person is like... it's muffled, but sound is playing from somewhere on your person.
I find the thing and pull it out.
It's that mirror that lets you travel in between dimensions.
I look through it.
It doesn't show the other world as it usually does. It's currently playing like a it's currently just scrolling like a wanted poster over it of Croc. He's got a massive bounty on him. And it's addressed to all spheral travelers.
If I put it in the way that it created a portal before, does it create a portal here?
You can create a portal with it if you want. Would you like to?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that and see what happens.
Cool. This guy steps out. Right, so... do you need any more information? Oh. And then he just looks over at Croc.
Hello? Still ritualing away.
Yeah, you're gonna have to stop that right about now.
Now, it's not like I don't respect you, whoever the hell you are. But
Steve,
I have been asked by a god. Are you a god?
No, but I've been asked by a god to stop you doing this.
Alright, which one?
Io. He's very annoyed when people start messing around with the multiverse.
I don't believe you. No one speaks to him.
Bugger it. I'll take a swipe at Croc.
I was about to ask if Steve, you could grab him and stop his hands because he can't do the ritual if you keep him
Yeah,
restrained.
I was actually wanting to ask that, is his ritual requiring like somatic gestures and stuff? In which case, I'd like to grab one of his hands in a wrist lock if I could. Would that be a
Yeah,
roll to grapple?
Yeah, you can try and like grapple Croc.
Steve, you got the other side?
yeah.
Who's got the legs? Everyone grabs a body part.
Don't kill him, Steve. Just stop him from making those gestures.
Constantino, come for the legs.
I'll hold his hand down. And Steve will say, continue with this, and I'll get my little friend to set you on fire.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna take this crocodile dude. He's kind of highly treasonous.
No,
Is this guy?
I don't like the sound of that.
I also don't like the sound of that, says Kato.
He's wanted for some very serious crimes.
And name me 3 of those crimes.
Well, he wants to obliterate a universe.
Which he
Okay,
hasn't
that
done
sounds
yet.
bad.
He hasn't done that yet, though.
That's true. That's true. He hasn't. He's currently about to obliterate like the populations of all of these universes. If you count those as like separate murders, he's killing so many people.
How many people has he currently killed, though?
Unknown, but I know he has killed people in the past, but that's not why he's wanted. By me, anyway.
Okay, so we currently have 2 crimes, neither of which has happened yet.
He has attempted to destroy a universe. Gestures
Okay,
to ritual that's happening in front of your eyes.
Okay, that one's
The one-
fair.
The one in your universe or this one?
Oh,
'Cause if it's
I'm not
this
from
one, you
either
can't-
of these. I'm not from either of these places.
That's my
I'll be
point.
fine in either scenario, but you know, Big Daddy Io not happy when people go around messing with multiverse stuff.
I just want to ask, what is the effective punishment for these crimes? If found guilty.
Yes, surely.
Really depends on the case he can sort of put forward, his reasonings. Usually it is pretty harsh, I'm gonna be honest, for people who try and destroy universes. It is typically death or life imprisonment.
Well, there you go, Croc. There's no point in trying to please Mama Tiamat if you're dead.
I'm gonna ask Croc a question about who Io is, because Croc seems to know.
Oh, well, okay, it's sort of complicated. You might be the person who made the entire multiverse and is either the parent or original form of Bahamut and Tiamat.
So are you saying this person is saying that you're to be taken to see judgment under the parent of your parent gods?
Well, he's saying that, but it's been widely known that Io's been dead for millennia.
Are you sure I can't just kill him now?
Just hold up for now, big guy.
Do I think the guy talking about Io is telling the truth?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll that as well.
He is, to the best of your knowledge, at least he believes he's telling the truth.
Yeah, absolutely telling the truth. According to Steve.
Steve, you think that he could be lying?
Oh, he might be lying.
Oh, he's for Steve, he's definitely lying. For Fireball, he could be lying.
Fireball? Oh, Steve. No.
Steve?
He's definitely lying, says Steve.
Kato is
he sounds pretty resolute to me.
Kato is taken in by this enough that he's gonna be like, yeah, you guys push him through the hole.
Sadly, I rolled an 8. An 8 is less than my level.
You
This
get
is-
to do a divine intervention.
I'm going to ask. I'm going to specifically ask for aid from both Bahamut and Tiamat, and say to projecting to both. Have you lied to me about Io's death?
Both of them say no, but Tiamat also realizes that you are pivotal to her plan. So, Croc disappears.
Oh,
Damn it.
What?
I
Damn it.
knew I should have killed him.
Croc, with some further explanation, they say that Io definitely dead, but he might have left instructions for various followers that he has. Some of them might be policing the multiverse. Is his thing.
Court's going to ask this newcomer what exactly that whole business about the god being dead is all about. Go, well, he says he's dead, but you follow him, so what's the score with that?
He says, well, I don't follow Io. I was hired by some people who worship Io to come and, like, deal with big... I'm sort of the guy who comes around and, like, stops universes from ending. That's kind of my job.
Essentially a jumped up mercenary then.
Yeah, essentially. I don't actually care about any of this. I'm just being paid a lot of money.
Well, the person involved is our friend, and at the same time, the universe that you may well destroy is the ones that us idiots live in. So we are kind of like personally invested in this. So if you can hold off on the whole stab, stab, kill, kill, blood for the blood god routine until we know we're
Really?
definitely out of options.
You want me to not murder people? That's my entire religion.
Also, because you guys must be multiversal travelers. Somebody read the wanted poster.
Yeah, I did.
He approaches you. Here's my card. He hands you a card. It's advertising his mercenary gig. You have no idea how rarely the opportunity for people to hire me comes along.
Oh, so you're on the case of trying to find Croc because he's worth a lot of money, right?
Oh yeah. So much money.
Do you have any clue how to track somebody who's just been disappeared?
Maybe. Depends how well he's been hidden. But I can give it a shot.
Because I have no
Fireball
tracking
is
skills
going
for
to
that
look
stuff.
around.
He pulls out a strange device. It seems covered in various buttons and runes. And it seems to make a few whirring noises for a small amount of time. Before he puts it away and says, "Well, Croc's still nearby somewhere."
Steve will go and have a look.
He's definitely not left this dimension, and I'm pretty sure he's on this plane of existence.
Okay,
Is he on
okay.
this planet?
Can
you narrow it down that much?
He's definitely here somewhere. Because we're kind of play. Really narrow down. Track somebody when a god doesn't want you to find them.
Did anyone get any of what was just said there?
No, I got the last couple of words.
Cool. I'll repeat that. He says it's very hard to track people when a god's trying to hide them. He's pretty sure that they're on this planet at least.
Okay.
So Sunya will just quickly poke in and be like, also, just a thought. There's a good chance that all these nasty dragons are going to turn on us any minute.
Yeah. Where's the ship gone?
That is a possibility that a bunch of dragons might suddenly just, turn around and attack at any moment. So,
yeah, I'm gonna go see. Can we get in this door?
it is currently locked.
Quote will flying kick the
But-
door, trying to break it down.
But first, it's time to roll some initiative.
For what?
Well, you see,
There are no enemies
there's this
present.
dragon who's like sort of just looking at you now.
But it's our friend dragon.
I
Well,
don't think
Steve's
that
going
is your
last.
friend.
Oh, that's racist.
You can't say dragons aren't friends.
Some dragons are your friend.
That dragon specifically, though, definitely looks friendly to me.
He's so well. Then you can treat him as a friend. He might, have other opinions on existence and your existence specifically.
I cannot see any of the tokens I need to be able to see. God damn this fucking thing.
Roll 20
Oh, really?
is perfect. Works every time.
Initiatives don't count as an ability check, do they?
They are an ability check, yes.
Oh, in that case, I can use my luck ability to reroll that, and that one.
Because things like Jack of all trades work on it and stuff.
Ah, right.
All right, that's all the people I believe are doing stuff. Sending order.
10 plus
th-
16.
This guy just kind of looks disinterested in what's happening and sort of sits around. Kato.
So I've picked up my mirror shard again, so his portal out of here's gone.
Yeah. So what you doing, Kato?
I'm trying to get into this building to see whether Croc's just been teleported inside away from us.
Cool. There is a locked door standing in your way.
Cool.
How will you defeat this obstacle?
By becoming an earth elemental and smashing through the door.
Cool.
Big boy.
Big boy.
Big boy. So you're gonna smash into door attack roll.
17.
17 is enough to hit the door. Please
for
roll
28 damage.
You punch door. Door has been severely punched. Door remains standing.
I'm assuming a 14 doesn't hit then.
Door.
You're breaking
Was
up
that a
quite a
yes
bit
or
there,
a no?
No, you not hit door. It's just
Okay.
door.
How would you describe the ground beneath our feet?
Rock, but pretty hot.
Cool. I'm gonna burrow under
Very
the
hot
door.
rock. Cool. So
So I'm gonna
that
burrow
means-
under and up to give us a tunnel into the building.
how far do you burrow down?
Not very far, just enough to like make a sort of shallow divot under the door so people can get under.
Cool. You burrow out into a lead.
Are you downloading anything, Joseph?
I'm downloading nothing.
We cannot make you out.
Yeah, roboted up again.
Are you downloading anything, Lawrence?
Nope.
I've tried leaving and coming back. Has that fixed the problem?
A little better at the moment.
It seems to have helped. See how it goes.
So I'm in here now.
You are. You've burrowed into a staircase. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I've created an entrance for people to get away from like dragons.
Just while between turns, Joseph, can you like relook at rejigging the initiative count because I applied to the reroll. Yeah.
Fireball. You do.
Fireball will look at the dragon and see what color the dragon is.
The only dragon you can see at the minute is a black dragon, and it's
A
this
black
one.
one. Yeah.
Yes. If you want to roll me an Arcana to know what black dragons do. You're pretty sure black dragons are heavily associated with acid.
Fireball will crackle a little bit, and then does it look like it's going to be hostile? This dragon.
Yes.
Fireball 6th level.
Maybe it's just got resting dragon face.
Well, its face is about to get a fireball at 6th level, so.
Sure. Make your thing.
Submit. DC 17.
11 fails and takes some damage.
That's a lot of ones. So it takes 33 fire damage.
Yes.
Unless it's somehow resistant to this. Anyway.
Takes it damage.
Fireball will then believe that's about 30 feet, run behind there. Like, yeah. So the dragon can't see him.
Doing that.
That's the end of Fireball's turn.
What do the monk be doing?
Following the rock golem in the hole that it made. Better in there than exposed out here.
That's a good plan. Snacks.
Picks up friend. Follow other friend.
And then runs in.
Apparently
runs
also
in
steal
hole.
bat.
This boy is gonna fly overhead. And see, yeah, it's gonna fly over to here. It goes overhead. Can basically all the people outside please make me a dexterity saving throw?
Where's it aiming its presumed breath weapon?
Except from if
Just I'm wondering if it includes Fireball over here.
fireball is fine.
I'm gonna
Sorry,
presume
Yeah,
it's
it's a line spells. It's a line attack, so it's not going to be able to reach.
Dex save. Remember, if you're within 10 feet of me, you get +3. 20 for me on my dex save.
Cool. It's D4. It's 41 damage.
Halved for those of us that passed.
It's adorable. Yes, halved for those of you who passed.
20.
Constantinian.
Mm-hmm.
That is its turn.
I'm
What are you
just trying
doing?
to work out how much health I've got left. I think I'm on that.
God, I'm so close to taking actual damage.
I need to. I've got too many sheets all around me. Sorry, I'm on a single laptop screen. go away sheet so I can see what's happening on this blocking board. Where's the dragon? Sorry, I can't see it from.
It has
Over
just
here.
flown over to here.
Sure.
It did a flyby to try and get you all and
I
zap you
will
with some acid.
take some laser rifle shots. I think.
Sure.
Miss.
You miss.
Hit.
Yep. It
Uh,
looks like you hurt the dragon a little bit more.
I would like to use a maneuver.
Sure.
Could you please make me a strength saving throw?
This dragon can try and make a strength save. It fails.
It falls over.
It falls over on this buttress. Oh no.
Does it fall off the buttress? On which side of the buttress does it fall?
Let's see. I'll give it a dex check to see if it can. Sure, it falls off the buttress and
Lands
it
on
will
its
fall
buttress.
this way off the buttress.
How high was the buttress?
1,000,000 miles.
It will take. I believe because it just fell. It will take like 1d6 damage.
Yeah. And then Constantine's
Technically,
gonna
so
run inside like a coward.
it takes an extra 2 damage.
Take
Saying
that.
that maneuver that makes them get knocked over, does that apply another D8 as well?
It does not.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay.
No. Oh, sorry. No, it does. It's one of the other ones that doesn't. Sorry. So another D8. Another 5. 5
Well
radiant
done.
damage.
You are injuring this boy.
Constantine just dealt 22, 27, 29, 29 damage.
Damn.
Sonia. There is a dragon. It's fallen off a buttress.
Hey, I may as well go for an attack before I grab the bat and run. Grab the bat and follow the rat. Does 27 hit?
It does. Oh wait. You make it at disadvantage because it's prone.
But I make it with advantage because bat help.
So it's neutral, which makes it a 17
then.
which misses.
Damn it! Grab the bat. Follow the rat.
It's now Rat, who is already underground, so I assume does nothing. Then it's this one who flies over and sees Steve. Steve,
Yeah.
can you make me a dex save?
Yeah.
Oh god.
6.
You take 61 points of damage
Ouch.
as this dragon flies overhead and lands on this buttress.
But does not fall on his buttress.
Yeah. I mean, those are the small boys.
I can tell, because they're the same size as snacks.
That hurt. Just a little bit.
Hello.
Hello, darling.
Can you make me a dexterity saving throw? And also, actually make a wisdom saving throw, then a dex save.
Wisdom save at 18. And then...
You are scared of this thing.
And then 19 for the dex save.
We just... really? That is a lot of dice. Alright, you take this much damage.
It's gonna
Because
be
you
nothing.
failed the dex save.
Gonna all roll ones. All ones. There's quite a few ones. Quite a few 6s though.
Steve is unconscious.
And
unconscious.
and then it is Steve's turn.
So that's a death saving throw.
You are alive because you are a
Oh
revenant.
yeah. Presume that's 1 hit point back.
Yes. You are within range of the hole everyone else has run through to disengage and go through the hole.
Or you could take
Steve
down
will-
all 3 dragons.
Or you could fight all 3 of these dragons on your own.
Well, they can't
those-
kill him.
I mean, they can. It's just his respawn. He just has a respawn time once he's been
Yeah.
killed.
Yeah.
Steve will stand up and say, "Pathetic." Disengage and jump down the hole.
and run. Okay, then it
Running-
goes
it's
to
running away like-
fireball.
Running away like, yeah, you better run.
Wait,
What do you do?
Wait, why is it going to fireball?
Well, I assume you're not doing anything because you're in the hole.
I mean, I'd be searching through this place to see if I can find anything, but that's about
Yeah,
it.
you're walking down a long staircase currently. Fireball, what do you do?
Fireball will.
I have fireball. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Fireball
Nah,
will be
nah,
going down. Yeah.
First fireball is here. He needs to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom. 12.
You are scared of this dragon. You cannot approach this dragon.
That means I can't get to the hole,
This is accurate.
which means Fireball's only got one option. Fireball at 5th level on this dragon.
Sure.
DC 17 Dex save.
I believe it has disadvantage because it's prone, I think. I don't know. I'll give it disadvantage because it's prone regardless of whether that's the rule or not.
And I guess for this, because I'd essentially put it directly on top of...
It does not affect that. Black Dragon fails.
So it takes 46 damage.
Yeah, it's looking hurt.
MVP Fireball.
But it's still
Fireball.
alive. You can try and run away from the big dragon.
There's a gap in this wall.
There's a doorway, yes.
Fireball would like to try and run through there.
Sure. You see a large amount of lava, which is actually pretty nice for you. Do you jump into the lava?
He will do, yes.
Sure.
Just to be a dickhead, how high up is he?
He's not that high up.
That's alright then. Because lava is definitely not a liquid.
It is definitely not a liquid, but it is
But
also
it would
mostly
heal it.
fire, and it would heal him very quickly. I mean, technically lava is a liquid. It's just a very viscous one.
I mean, I know he was going to heal. I was just hoping I could have made him take a fall damage, then heal.
I mean, in theory, hitting a liquid from a height is actually just as bad as hitting a solid anyway.
Yeah.
This is true, but he is only falling like 10 feet.
No. No pointless damage.
And he's onto a liquid, which is just, it's fine.
It's like
He's
stepping into a
fine.
nice warm bath.
For Fireball, it's just very pleasant.
Now just dip your head underneath
Fireball.
and wait.
This guy is just following you. Now, those of you who survived the dragon attack and didn't get separated from the party, you go along a long spiral staircase. It goes a very long way down. Till you arrive here, you'll need to zoom out a lot. But
And then you'll have to zoom in a lot to see the smaller character.
yes. There you guys are, hanging about.
Mummy.
Mummy do be there.
I'm
Croc,
gonna.
your ritual has been continuing this entire time, just here.
The 30 seconds or so that you've since you've been separated.
Yep. What do? This is a big thing. What do you want to do? This guy is just walking over, pretty uncaringly that there's a giant Tiamat there.
Can I?
Quote the save face while I walk alongside the guy, like trying to match his level of casualness while that time he really wants to shot at Croc.
I'm gonna burrow after them.
Okay. Please make a wisdom save those who are approaching Tiamat.
Is this to go against being frightened?
It is.
I'm
Right, I just wanted to ask because I do have the brave ability, which gives me advantage.
Cool. If you're immune to being frightened, you're not frightened. Cold, you are frightened.
What, 27?
You just are frightened.
What the hell?
Steve has.
I'm gonna say this now. Unless you're immune to being frightened, you are frightened of this thing.
In that case, can I use stillness of mind?
To end the frightened condition on yourself.
Yes.
You can.
Right, so like Cold gets stopped because he feels like the tinge of fear like creeping into his mind, and he just like one fist into his palm, closes his eyes, and goes,
I want to describe what happens. You use like your calm ability to calm yourself down, and then every time you open your eyes, you are terrified again.
Can I keep my eyes shut and navigate by a blind sight?
You're just sure. Actually, yeah. You close your eyes so you can't see it, and you navigate by your blind sight. And just every time your eyes open, you just have to like calm yourself down.
Okay, note to self. I'm gonna have to do this now. Let's see this gigantic god dragon right.
Wisdom save.
You're scared. It's immunity, or you are scared of this thing.
Unless you can MacGyver some BS on it.
Can I pull the same maneuver as we pulled against the king?
You want to like
Croc in the hole.
Open a hole under Croc.
Oh yeah. You can try that.
Just like dig down a bit until it starts to get a bit warm, and then dig back up under Croc to drop him down a hole.
You're okay. You would know that the area underneath where Croc is basically just lava. It'll be very hard to fit in that gap to drill under Croc without actively swimming through lava.
How far out is that from Croc? Is that area become lava?
It starts about here and it goes all the way to like where Tiamat is.
Would Steve be able to do the same thing and close his eyes and try and go forwards, or would he still be absolutely?
You can close your eyes and try and move forwards.
Well, the
Steve
interesting
will-
one is
You don't
the-
have blind sense to
the-
navigate
the-
with.
The interesting
I
one
know.
is if you want to get in a tunnel and follow the Earth Elemental, there's literally a tunnel where you wouldn't have to see Tiamat.
This is true.
Just
Steve will
pointing
jump
that
in the
out.
tunnel and follow the elemental in the tunnel.
Sure
It's just
thing.
a
Sure
it's
thing.
just a Cold's going to turn to the mercenary and go, "Are you not feeling that?" Like with his eyes shut, just standing next to the guy.
He's like, yeah, of course, but you know, I can do like a similar sort of thing, and I'm immune to that sort of stuff, and uh, it's look, let's just say that I've fought a version of Tiamat that's very similar to this one a couple of times. Never on my own though. Oh, it's always been in a group.
Like Cold still has his eyes shut, but he knows the guy's there because of blind sense. He just kind of like turns his face and looks up and just kind of goes, "Impressive." Note to self: maybe fight this guy later. Not now.
Does rage get rid of fear?
Only for a specific type of barbarian.
Yeah.
If you are the correct type of barbarian, yes.
If
Which
you're-
I believe you are a different type of barbarian.
I'm
Yeah,
the
I think it's only
totem
berserkers that get that.
barbarian.
Yeah, it's a different type of barbarian that gets rid of fear.
Yeah.
Rage.
Yeah.
Is it possible for the Earth Elemental to appear, run up, grab Croc, and try and drag him in the tunnel?
You can try that.
I would like to try that.
When you appear and you hit some form of wall when you get to there.
There?
Yeah, there is some form
Slam.
of barrier protecting
Slam, slam.
Croc.
Slam.
The same thing happened to me as well.
Yes, when you get within, it's some form of barrier extends to around Croc that is invisible. You can see it with your blind sight that there is some form of there's some form of wall there.
Yeah, like you relay he'll relay that to everyone who can't see. Well, there's some kind of cage around him, so we can't get in. Croc, can you hear us? Cut it out!
Slam, 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 slam.
Inside the barrier.
You slam
I'm walking
wall.
on sunshine. Whoa.
Whoa!
Oh, he's got his AirPods in. He can't hear us.
This guy says, okay.
Steve will give himself 26 hit points.
You guys deal with that.
With what?
Gesturing towards Croc. I'll deal with this. So, just give me a second.
If the elemental like lifts the little glass shard up, is there a barrier on the other side?
Oh, you're right. Are you going to go into the other dimension?
Well, so I have the theory of I could like put it down, go through the dimension, pick it back up, step closer to where Croc is, put it back down again, and then step back through.
That is a good idea. When you look into the other dimension, it's an almost empty room except for there's a Tiamat there.
Has Mr. Earth Elemental created a hole above us that we can climb out of?
Yeah, you would have to get out of the tunnel to get any further.
But yeah.
This.
Yeah.
People who can look in that direction see this guy get several times larger. And some form of aura appears around him, and then he starts fighting Tiamat.
Okay, Elemental is gonna put down the thing to make a portal, and then step through the portal.
Fair enough.
I was going to say.
Yeah, sorry. Go. No, go ahead.
I was going to say before this guy started attacking Tiamat, Steve was going to try and engage in conversation with Tiamat, but
no, it's much too late. He is fighting Tiamat, and you get the feeling that he is like deliberately taking attacks to ensure that like stray breath weapons don't go in that direction and just annihilate you all.
Yeah.
He's. You get the feeling he's probably not gonna win, but at least he can fight Tiamat.
He's fighting defensively, effectively.
Are you sure I can't
They're
kill
both-
Colt is just awestruck by this guy now, by the
Oh.
way. He's opened his eyes and he's just got jaw on the floor like, what?
Both him and Tiamat are casting multiple spells in like too short a time frame that you believe can be done, and both like slashing and just pulling out all of their coolest moves against each other. It is an epic battle.
The anime
Well, you-
cliche.
Steve,
The anime cliche of
Steve-
they're moving so fast I can't follow their movements.
Steve will cast command on Croc.
It seems your command fell on deaf ears as the barrier prevented it, but sure. You slip into a parallel universe where
Yeah, I'm
another
sure-
Tiamat is sitting around. When you get there, Tiamat's like, "Who dares enter my domain?"
Rumble, rumble, rumble. Can't speak common. Rumble, rumble, rumble.
Rumbles back at you.
The rumbling back of someone who is trying to save this universe from being destroyed.
But we must meet.
Pick up the portal thing, put it down a foot further forward so it's through the barrier, and then step through it and pick it up again before that Tiamat attacks me.
Very well. Just before you pick up the portal, you just hear angry noises from coming from behind you. Very draggedy ones. But sure. You are now the opposite side of this barrier. Croc, your friend is here.
Oh!
Rumble, 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 rumble.
Oh wait, I can't hear you anyways. Hello? Are you Kato?
Rumble,
Once for yes, two for no.
rumble.
Alright. Hello?
And I am going to attempt to grab Croc and do the same thing in the other direction.
Sure. Croc, are you just allowing this to happen?
Yes.
Gonna oppose it? Or sure.
He is not resisting in any way.
You get brought into a parallel dimension. Tiamat is very angry. It's like, you are the one that must complete the ritual. Do it.
And then I like put the thing down back where I was, and then walk through that portal carrying Croc. Like rumble, rumble.
fair.
Don't mind us. Have a good day, Miss Tiamat.
Pick up the portal. You get through the other side of the portal,
Mm-hmm.
but then the other side of the portal seems to shatter in just sort of a sea of fire, it looks like.
So I can't just pick it up again.
It looks like the mirror is now in half.
And the portal is therefore no longer there anymore?
The portal is no longer there, but it doesn't look like the mirror was cut in half in terms of like. It looks like layers of the portal have been removed from one side, effectively.
Okay. No, I've got Croc on this side of the barrier. I'm just gonna like take Croc and run for it.
Fair enough. You begin legging it.
Into a tunnel and not far away.
You hear just massive amounts of fighting going on above your head as you guys are all just running the fuck away as these two are fighting.
Mercenary dude, we got him!
It's
End
like-
it! As he continues running.
End it! And the Tiamat just bites his head off. Like, no, that's not what I meant!
Oh well, never mind.
You call out end it, and he is already on the other side of you. Like, yeah, definitely gonna do that. Bye.
You
Rumble,
watch
rumble.
it starts going like full sprint, step of the wind, action surge, everything to try and keep up.
Rumble's
I'm
goodbye.
the fast one here.
Rumble's goodbye. It was a pleasure to meet you, Miss Tiamat. Hopefully, we'll meet on better circumstances later and driving running
I'll
away.
kill you, is all you hear. My servants will hunt you to the ends of the earth.
Rumble.
Steve will shout back, "Not if I kill you first," and then give her the middle finger before he leaves.
Leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you like to make a dexterity saving throw?
Yeah. Go on. 10.
Steve, you have been annihilated from reality. It was a good run. So the rest of you who aren't Steve, who was annihilated from existence,
Okay, what's the
Oh, no.
what's the plan
Steve.
of getting out of here?
this
Plan?
guy says, I don't know, but I'm going back to where I came from. I guess you guys can follow me. I have.
Yeah, sure.
Sounds like a better plan than what we had.
Which was no
He's
plan.
like, cool.
My plan was trying to hitchhike a lift on one of those spaceships.
These dragons are now busy again with fighting this ship.
That
Small
ship is
bit
not one
larger.
we recognize, right?
It is not, no. But you see many dragons fighting it.
Recognize that above game.
You get outside, this guy makes a portal, fireball. You see a commotion happening in the courtyard. Fireball?
Fireball will try and climb out the lava here and run back into the courtyard.
Cool. You see this guy making a portal. And all your friends running through it, and he also runs through it.
Fireball!
Carrying a croc. Just like,
Fireball!
No, stop!
Need help.
Stop! Put me down!
Rumble.
Sorry, buddy, but can't let
Fireball.
the universe get destroyed.
When you go through, you're just in a very strange small room. And when you're all through, the portal closes behind you.
Is the
That
room
guy's
large
like-
enough to take my my elemental
it-
form?
My girthy
It is-
form.
It is large enough to take your elemental form. Yes, it's like it's not it's about it's like 30 by 30 feet. It is also 30 feet high.
Rumble.
It's just a featureless room. He's like, man, that is why they pay me the big bucks. Anyway, so you, Croc.
Yes?
Yeah, you totally, you gotta be arrested, my guy.
No.
You did try and destroy a universe.
No.
You did, though.
No.
I mean, you kind of were just going to let Tiamat do it, which, why were you going to do that, by the way?
Because it would make the universes better.
You'd
It would
kill one universe.
everyone.
It wouldn't kill them, they'd just be absorbed into their other selves.
Rumble.
Fireball!
I'm having a
Fireball!
tough time believing that that's how
Fireball.
it would work.
No, that's exactly how it works.
Is it though?
Fireball!
Just like Croc just nods.
Anyway, so how do you plead?
Not guilty. Can I go?
Of what crime are you not guilty?
All of them.
All crime.
Yes.
But I clearly saw you trying to destroy a universe.
Got any physical proof?
He pulls out a video of you, from his point of view, performing the ritual.
That was not submitted to the court in time, therefore not allowed.
Well, we haven't gone to court yet. That's next.
Thought rumble.
Fireball.
Snacks. Squeak. Bat also
The rest
squeak.
Fireball.
The rest of you are free to go. Do you need dropped off anywhere?
Rumble holds on to Croc.
We had a friend who dropped us off
Fireball.
in a dark
This
red
guy,
ship. He's a wizard.
This guy understands primordial, by the way.
I'm not letting my friend go. He's not going to this trial by himself.
You want to go with him, right?
Likewise, I'm staying too.
Does he understand Ignan?
He understands all languages.
Is his name Mary Sue?
It is not Mary Sue.
At which point, Fireball will say to him, in Ignan, see if he understands, because he hasn't talked to him yet in Ignan. I think he probably deserves death.
I mean, that's what we're going for. It's either going to be death or like life imprisonment.
Kedor.
Death by fireball.
Caught up out with the bright idea of, can you really condemn somebody based on the fact that they've been manipulated by a literal god?
Sonia was whispering to Kato in Ignian. Ignian.
Worship
Rockin.
Yeah.
Primordial.
Rockin. Terran.
I don't know
That's it.
Terran, yeah.
Terran, yeah.
What are you whispering?
Do you want to just leave?
That would be great.
It takes a lot out of us, but I can just get away from this guy.
Yeah, do you think you take us to where that Bahamut guy is? I need to set Croc straight.
Oh yeah, that was
Also,
actually the plan.
When you're in this room, that guy deflates back to his normal size, and the aura around him ceases.
Let's go. Let's do this.
With that perception, do I hear them?
You hear them, but do you speak Ignian? Oh, sorry, Terran.
Terran.
Grumble.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You
He's still
hear
trying to make
them.
the point that he's still trying to make the point the mercenary dude is. It's essentially pleading insanity. He goes, he's been manipulated by a god who's telling him what to do. Can you really kill him based on that?
I'll tell you what. If you can outbid the people who've hired me, I'll let him go.
Sonia casts plane shift.
He casts counterspell.
Sonia casts counter spell.
Fuck. Well, gotta roll off.
I mean,
both of you guys have to roll off on your counter spells. See if you can counterspell his counterspell.
I mean, you just
doesn't
counterspell.
I was going to say,
That's true.
counterspell just nullifies itself.
I mean,
Yeah,
he was
sorry,
counterspelling at 8th level. What's Sonya counterspelling at?
Sure. Let's waste the only 8th level slot Sonia's got ever.
You're counterspelling also 8th level. In that case, you managed to escape.
So we head to Bahamut.
Cool. You're going to Bahamut's place. Great. You head to Bahamut's place.
You had to have known this was coming.
Ooh, that
I
was
so prepared for you guys to be in Bahamut's place.
that was a very expensive escape.
Very true, but
You're getting
you
a
did
lot
escape.
of rumbly thanks from the elemental.
Come on,
And
Joseph,
they managed to get
load up that
Steve
map
killed.
you've got prepared.
Oh, I have so many
Why would you need a map? We're going
maps,
to
and I have Bahamut.
We're going to one of the 7 mountains on Mount Celestia, right? That's the
Or whatever the heck the equivalent is in this crystal notosphere.
I mean, we're just right for now. We're just going back to the default loading page.
that makes sense. That's probably the best option.
Oh, the memories.
So, you arrive in a very nice place. Everything seems to be like made of platinum where you are. You're in a large chamber. At the end of the chamber sits a large dragon. The dragon also seems to be comprised entirely of platinum.
Fireball will run up to the dragon and start talking to it in Ignan.
I'm just gonna point Croc at it and walk forwards.
Croc just like shoulders slumped, lowers his head, and just like trudges forward.
It's like, Croc.
Hello.
You've disappointed me. How could you?
Look,
how could you betray me like this?
You know that the first world was the better situation.
Yes, but since then things have changed. People exist. The first world is not as important as it once was.
Well, I'm sure Tiamat would let all the others exist somewhere.
But all of the current versions of them would be dead.
No, everyone here would be alright.
Mass murder is not the way, Croc. Also, I'm gonna say this now, Croc. You have lost 10 points of piety.
I think I've lost a lot. I think I've lost a lot more than 10 from another person.
This is true. For Tiamat, your points have gone down a fair amount as well. There we go. I've just updated your piety.
No piety for you.
For Bahamut, you have 4. For Tiamat, you have 11 currently. For failing Tiamat.
In Ignan, Fireball will say, if he does not see sense, I am willing to reprimand him on your behalf.
No. If Croc regrets his actions, he can be forgiven.
Look.
Elemental pushing Croc.
Gives him a little nudge. Cold gives him a little nudge and like one of his shoulders.
Rumble.
I mean, I obviously
Croc.
don't wish anyone any harm.
Rumble.
Then, please, Croc. You know what's right. You know what to do.
Oh, sorry.
You are forgiven, Croc.
Rumbles in Terran. You should probably make him promise never to do it again. Just in case.
He just sits there staring at Croc.
Croc just curls up into a ball on the floor.
Very well. See that while Croc deals with his crisis, would the rest of you like some refreshments?
Sure.
Cool. He gestures you
please.
to a banquet hall, where you can eat and drink as much as you like. There's pretty much any food you can think of here. It all tastes amazing.
Others doing the anime pro tag thing of just scarfing everything rapidly, plates piling up.
Yep, fair enough.
I
Croc,
become a
Seriously,
goblin again.
seriously, Croc, why do you not follow this guy? He's awesome. Nom, nom.
Croc, you are taken to a room.
The timeout room.
It's sparsely decorated, but you still feel good here. Like, it feels nice to be here. In fact, all of you, as soon as you got here, you all feel like it just feels nice to be here.
Sonia will like approach Bahamut and be like, "Hey, so you're Bahamut, right?"
That I am.
All right, that's awesome. I know I'm asking a lot, but could you tell me which direction Toral's in? I've been trying to find it, and no matter what spell I cast, I can't seem to find it. Which, just general direction, that'll be fine.
Coral?
It,
He
yeah.
thinks to himself. You're very far from there.
So, like, that direction, or?
He hands you a small piece of paper. It's like, it just rolls off the tip of his claw. It is tiny compared to him, but it's sizable for you.
Sure. So it's big, small.
He says, this is a map of how to get from here to Toral. It's a long journey.
Oh, that. Okay. Thank you. Oh, I hope the others are okay. I'm sure Shadow will protect them.
That, or he hands you a small pebble. This is from Toral, he says.
It's amazing that he's actually got that.
Yeah,
He actually collects pebbles.
he does. He has many rare pebbles. Him and the other Bahamut swap pebbles occasionally.
Cool. Well, thank you. You know what? Since you've done me a favour, I'm gonna help out your guy here before I head on home.
That would be helpful. Croc is a troubled person. He deals with the duality of worshipping two gods that oppose each other.
It's fine. We've all had our periods of darkness and being evil, and don't worry about it.
But I'm sure once Croc has left that room, he'll have come to a new understanding.
Fireball will go and look for the nearest fireplace and lie in it.
There is a wondrous fireplace. It always seems to be the right temperature.
Fireball will go and lie in the fireplace and be content.
Fair enough. What were you gonna say, Kato?
Inspiring words.
Sorry?
You sounded like you were gonna say something.
No, I didn't hear anything there. I'm just having issues with hearing stuff. I think it's on my end at the moment. I might reconnect.
After a little bit, Fireball will go and look around, see if there's anything here that you can sort of just pick up.
There's a variety of items. There's a lot of platinum around here. Clearly, there's a lot of platinum. Like on the dinner table, there's platinum cups and cutlery. Looking around, there's the occasional like piece of decoration on his halls. Most of it is very magical or like treasury.
Is Interesting.
You could pick up a lot of this stuff. Croc.
Mm-hmm.
In your cell, you get a phone call.
Yeah.
It's Ben Oren. He's on the other line. He's like, so where are you guys?
Bahamas.
How did you get there? Well, let's hope this works. Da, da, da. You hear like laser fire in the background and some explosions and stuff. Seems he's being
Wilhelm scream.
pursued by something. And then you hear just like calmness. And he's like, right, I'm on my way. Who knows how long it takes to get there now, though? Could be. Oh, I'm here. Man.
Could take me days,
Okay,
weeks, years. Oh.
Turns out these engines are great. I'll just set down somewhere. Hopefully everything will be alright. I'll meet yous at a bit.
I was gonna say, like, Cole's gonna like take a bit of a brave pill and walk up to the dragon, go in. So before we got here and we encountered the five-headed dragon, there was a warrior who fought alongside us, or rather, fought the dragon 1v1. You said he represented a god called Io. Is that right? What do you know about him?
Io has been dead for a very, very long time.
And his warrior follower? Just he was incredibly powerful. I kind of want to fight him.
Io has many followers, but I've never heard of any that are able to fight my loathsome sister.
Oh, that was your sister. Okay. But you have no knowledge about that warrior? No?
I do not know of him. He must be. He must not be from this place.
He did say that he hops around a lot. Ah, well, you won't mind if I deck him in the schnoz then. For fun. Not for, like, violent reasons.
I encourage you to be friendly.
Totally friendly. It's friendly competition and self-improvement and stuff.
And stuff.
I think that you should fight to defend others.
Which is what I do.
But if it brings you great joy, while it might not be what I encourage, I am happy for you to do this.
Oh, cheers, Mr. Big Dragon. But yeah, that's the whole reason I went to basically stop Croc, you know. Keep the whole universe alive and such. Would also keep Croc alive. Thank you regardless. And just gives a wave for this one hand that isn't cybernetic, and walks off.
He says, "Would you like that healed?"
Looks at the cybernetic arm, even though it was all covered. It was like he could still see that. Yeah, I'd appreciate it. He pulls his gear off, revealing the cybernetic arm. If Croc's in the room, it'll be the first time he's noticed it.
He takes a deep breath, and then breathes on you, and as you feel his breath wash over you, you feel your cybernetic arm begin to dismantle itself as your new arm grows into its place.
Ah, good as new.
You are healed.
Good as new. Starts doing some test jabs with it. Thanks, Mr. Thinks for a second. Bahamut, yes. Thank you very much. Does a few more punches.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. It feels wonderful, actually.
what's his glow back on it reorientates his gear back into the way it was before.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Court looks at me. Have you ever seen anything like this before? Fist into palm, lightning goes everywhere. Doesn't like hit anybody, but it's just like a lightning aura around him.
He thinks for a moment and is like, "Yes, I think I've seen a few things like this before.
Oh,
Monks typically train to harness this sort of power.
so I'm not the only one.
I know of a few sects of monks that are capable of this.
Oh,
Although you acquired this through accident. They
partially.
typically train to achieve these results. You are a rare case, my friend.
Huh. I've never heard of monks. I've heard of monks that can emulate elements, but not in this sense where it increases my physical attributes, and he does like a couple of like lengths just to demonstrate like the lightning fast speed that he gets.
And he's like, most impressive.
But I do like to think I've made it my own, as opposed to just
Yeah.
it being an accident.
Very true. Few
Hmm.
could hone their talents to the degree you have.
But you don't know, in my specific case, you don't know anything about its origins. All I know is that I got hit in a lightning storm.
He'll say he'll get back to you on that.
If he doesn't know anything about it, then that's fine. Like, if it's not like in the realm of the dragons, then outside above game, I wouldn't expect him to like be all knowing about it. But Colt is just super curious about what this dragon knows.
He'll know stuff about it, but he'll need to go and like have a think for a bit.
Colt will just nod knowingly, go, "Yeah, I've been spending my whole life pondering on this." Good talk, Mr. Bahamut.
Yes, yes. See you around.
Fireball.
By the way, how long would you like to stay here?
Is he asking me or all of us?
All of you in general.
Colt is just like, depends how long my companions want to stay.
Kato has an important question before that gets asked.
Very well.
Which is, hey, so Tiamat said that she's going to hunt us for the rest of our lives because we stopped him from ending 2 universes. Is there anything you can do to help us out with that? Or is there a way we could be not be hunted by Tiamat? Do you have any way to help us here?
If you remain in my realm, you shall be under my protection.
So,
Tiamat wouldn't dare tread in this area.
So stay here for the rest of our lives, that's the answer.
I can't really defend you from Tiamat wherever you go.
Fireball will ask where Steve is. Sorry for interrupting. Sorry.
But Tiamat is capable of traversing many places and her followers even more. Wherever you go, there will be danger. But this place is safe, and a few others. There are many gods that do not like Tiamat, and thus banish her and her followers from their realm.
So if we leave here and we end up getting hunted by dragons, is there any way that we can like bolster our defenses? Because I don't think we're really fit. As strong as we are, fighting dragons all the time will get us eventually.
I can cloak you from her gaze. It will be hard for her to find you. Just make sure that her servants don't find you on their own.
Oh, and what do you think about the fact that some person said that like Io's put out like a bounty on Croc?
I do not know the whims of Io. but his followers are protective of his work, I suppose. Perhaps they police the crystal spheres generally. I know there are mercenaries out there that will do much for a penny.
Now, I may
that's
be incredibly unintelligent, but what's a crystal sphere?
Yeah, I'd like to know that
well,
too.
most stars and various places around them are usually contained within a crystal sphere. I'm only really familiar with a few of them. Crystal spheres usually keep out a strange substance named phlogiston. I don't like going there. The power of gods does not extend there.
There's that word again. We keep hearing that about them machine things that we've got.
Yeah, like there was a machine that we found like two parts of that like
Ah,
supposedly is important for like stopping that or could like remake reality to your whims. It's currently on the shape of a black dragon.
when you mention the machine, he goes, he's sort of taken aback a bit, and he's like, that machine. It should have never been left unguarded. Many gods were forged to make that machine, as in their souls and divine essence itself were literally made into several items. It was done by an ancient people who enslaved their deities. But the winds of time claim us all. And eventually, new people disassembled it, took it to the four winds, and now our crystal sphere has collapsed. It is only a matter of time before all reality crumples in on itself.
Yeah, as my clan's cleric used to say, it claims us all in the end. We all get that same one moment reserved for us. But that machine, you could call it something that should be rebuilt but never used, wouldn't you say?
I think it should be rebuilt. I don't think it should be used.
I told you
Temper-
guys.
Tampering with the laws of reality for one's own gain is deplorable, and typical use of that machine leads to corruption. It needs to.
Exactly.
It is necessary to maintain the universe, but not good in the wrong hands. That's why I've been gathering a piece. That's why I have gathered one piece of it.
What
Okay,
was
we
like
know where the
nodding
other two are.
enthusiastically, but then stops at that last bit. Sorry, Graham, go.
Well, we know where two are. Two others are.
Yes, I feel their presence now. They're on their way here.
So yeah, we just
Question.
thought like, what if we could use this machine to make the universe a better place?
That is a poor idea.
Like we could just remove all the people that are a problem.
Genocide is not the answer. Neither is
mean-
mass slaughter.
We've literally spent all day trying to stop that.
I mean, I don't. You don't need to kill them. You just to make them like no longer a problem, right?
This sounds incredibly corrupt and immoral.
Yeah, that sounds like you're rejigging their minds to be different people. Manipulation of like the highest level.
The world is carefully balanced between good and evil for a purpose.
What is that purpose?
It is beyond me. I was not there when all the worlds were forged. Only immediately after.
So for no reason, that's what you're saying.
The only person who would know that is Io himself. But he has been dead for a long time.
I mean, if it's that powerful, how did they die?
Bickering and squabbling. They killed each other over that machine.
You mean Io killed itself?
No. The people who built that machine. Theo died when he forged me and my sister. He had a vision of perfected dragons, and the only way to achieve this was a combination of me and my sister coming together and forming perfect dragons. But alas, she was unreasonable and pursued evil tactics. I could not stand for it. And we've been drifting apart ever since.
Sometimes sister, sometimes wife.
Yeah.
Dragons
This
are
just
messed
sounds
up
like some weird
creatures,
family
cultists.
drama.
Yeah. A lot of God
Yes.
stories turn out like that, don't they? Just looks around everybody.
Yes.
Fireball will say to Mr. Dragon that so what's just stopping you from, dealing with your sister?
My sister is very powerful.
As are
To
you?
Yes, to face her in her realm would be suicide.
Why not, try and get her outside of her realm to face her?
Because neither of us can leave our realms, not in our true forms. Our avatars have battled many a time.
Why can't your true forms leave? Is it some kind of prison?
No, we generate our realms.
A self-imposed prison?
It's like a shelter for our followers. And as a result, it prevents us from meddling in the affairs of mortals too closely. Only drips of our power can truly escape.
So you don't like messing with the deals with mortals. So you wouldn't want to take custody of that machine then?
What's
I
your...
don't meddle in mortal affairs. That machine is made out of the corpses of the divine.
What is your opinion on
Yes.
fire?
It's alright, I suppose.
Yes, Fireballs, where's Steve gone? Where is he?
Your
He,
friend.
he would love it here. He'd want to kill everything.
I believe he was obliterated.
Can you unobliterate him?
I could.
Don't worry, he's off being tortured by his god, like you always wanted.
Yeah.
He was annihilated. Would he even go to the afterlife?
Bahamut would tell you he has been erased from existence. He won't go to any afterlife.
Oh well. There, are you happy, Lawrence? Your character's very dead.
Yeah.
Well, as dead as it is possible to get.
Bahat mentions that he could bring him back, but doesn't want to.
Yeah. I mean, he's evil and everything.
Yeah, on
Yeah.
account of the whole murder thing.
Yeah.
He is a follower of a god that is in direct opposition to Bahamut.
Yeah. Understandable.
Anyway, I can shield you all from her perception, but I strongly recommend you leave.
Do you know any good fire gods?
No.
Fireball.
There's the god of offensive magics, but fire is more of the elementals' domain.
But there must be a non-elemental fire deity.
No. The gods and the elementals have been opposed to each other for years. Well, more than that, centuries, millennia, since the beginning. Always envious of each other's power.
Hey,
Then that is my quest.
can I throw in a very
Like-
quick, stupid thing?
Uh-huh.
Do you want to know one god that is part of the fire domain deities?
As sure.
Aminator.
Not in this not in this pantheon though.
Yeah,
All the gods over here are different.
I
but
just find
yeah.
it funny that the god in all of that company is like, oh, he actually does fit into that.
He does, but over here, no fire gods.
No fire for you.
There's no fire gods, there's no water gods, there's no air gods, and there's no rocky gods.
It's just a big turtle.
It's
Primal elementals who deal with all of that.
it's at this point that Fireball will go. Then I have a call to action. I shall become a fire god.
But you are an elemental.
Can elementals not become gods?
Not really?
Oh, that sounds a bit racist.
You could become a being on par with a god.
How dare you? I will prove you wrong, good sir.
Fair enough. Maybe you'll be the first.
Ignoring the fact that Bahamut is an elemental. Or an elemental being.
He's the dragony boy. He's not an elemental. He's not an elemental in the sense that fire elementals are elementals.
No.
Yeah, platinum isn't like an element that you
Law,
can ask
law
somebody.
weird.
He is an aspect of a law of nature. He's not an elemental though,
I mean,
because they are different in the D&D law. The distinction is arbitrary, but it is there.
It's just generally best to never get gods involved in stories. What kind of
This is
awful
true.
DMs do that?
This is true.
Uh,
He then asks, "So where would you like to go? I can shield you from the ire of Tiamat."
can
that'd
you
be much-
teleport
that'd be much
us all to
appreciated.
the plane of fire?
please, I
If
would like
that
to
is
go
your
home.
wish.
You
would
would
like-
are we aware that Croc got that call, or is he still in his timeout room?
He is still in his room.
Right, so we
Uh,
won't have heard that conversation.
Where is home?
Place called Space Australia.
Yeah, points at Kato and gives a thumbs up. Yeah, that'll do.
I've got like a goblin
Um,
tribe that I'm like taking care of that we had to leave to go stop some problems.
He thinks for a moment. I can send you to Space Australia, but other than your goblin tribe, I sense no other intelligent life on that planet.
It seemed pretty inhabited last time we were there.
He said intelligent.
Wah wah.
There's
So
plenty of animals and beasts, but
that sounds perfect.
other than that, not much else. There are, like, 7 goblins there.
Return to nature. That is the true way of the goblin tribe.
Do I know the name of any
You,
planet?
as far as you're aware, you are from, like, a fiery place.
In another universe.
Not from another dimension. You're from a fiery place in another dimension.
Yeah. I'll see if he knows of this place in this dimension.
He say, a similar place exists. This is true, but I think your ship has arrived, and enough questions have been answered by me.
Then I shall take my leave and become a god. Farewell.
Very well.
That's fair
Alright.
enough.
I
Like,
say all of this in ignorance. As one fiery person really should.
Fair enough.
so if we're going now, is Croc not coming with us, or does he have to like repent for a while here?
Croc, you get a message from Big Platinum Dad saying, your friends are leaving.
Can I go
You
with
can-
them?
You can if you want. But the door is closed until you have decided that you no longer wish to destroy any more universes.
So in that case, Croc would come out.
Very well. You are now under a binding contract. You are no longer able to destroy any more universes.
Ooh, the limitation.
Yeah. So limited. Croc, you are free to go with your friends. You can all go aboard the ship, a place I have a map for.
No!
As we're leaving, as we're walking away, Colt will turn around to face Bahamut. He'll put his fist into his palm and bow, and you go, "It was a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Bahamut. Every time I see any of your
It
altars, I'll give it a bow."
It was good to see you too, Colt.
He just
Eve
gives a
needs
smile
to
and
go.
then makes his way back to everybody else. But yeah, he's just like, he's not a religious man by any means, but if he sees any like Bahamut like statues or whatever, he'll just like give a bow.
Cool.
Just
You
have a
get
cool
back
little
on the
bit of
ship and this guy's
flavor.
like, "Oh my god, that was such a, whew, that was very close." When you see the ship, when you're like reboarding it, it looks very battered.
Oh, hey, Bahamut's got one of the pieces in his realm, by the way.
He does.
Yeah, just letting you know.
We'll have to come back and get that later. But we should get out of here quickly.
Sure.
He takes off and starts zooming away. Where are we heading? It's just because, the dragons around here don't much like me.
Alright.
I'll say in Ignian, away, far away,
Where, though?
where nobody will ever find us.
Kato's kind of like on the. I mean, I've got a tribe of goblins I need to go take care of, so.
Sure.
If you can understand Ignian anyway,
He can't at the minute.
and he didn't understand what I said.
This is true. He needs to cast a spell in order to understand Ignian. He hits the hyperdrive. You return to Space Australia. You're just back. It's very quick.
I get out and I'm like kissing the ground. I'm like, oh, how
It's a
I've missed you.
nice place.
We're
Very
goblins.
very Space Australia. They've set up a similar looking village to this place.
Wow, how inventive of them. So unique.
I like
It's
walk in and I
goblin.
start shouting, "You're not meant to copy the Swamp Tribe's architecture. They're the lower rent goblins, guys. Guys, come on."
But wait, we just look. We're not used to this. We didn't have any mountains nearby where you left us.
There's always mountains nearby.
That's true. I suppose we could have went looking for them, but we didn't want to leave this place in case you like came here looking for us.
I almost missed you because I was going to the nearest mountain.
Oh, sorry, boss. We'll build a mountain base next time.
Fine, that's our next several years.
Sure. Uh, is that what you want? Do you want to take some downtime, or is Kato like what doing stuff?
Hato's plan is to go and help his group set up. Like he's like, I'm done. I can't deal with this. I almost get eaten by two different forms of Tiamat. This is outside of a simple goblin's remit anymore.
Are you retiring?
Kato. I know you like Space Australia,
Uh-huh.
but I do know somewhere with the best mountain in the universe.
Where is that, Croc?
That would be the Outlands. And gods wouldn't be able to find us there.
You mean including gods that have threatened us with negative repercussions?
Yes.
So you're saying we'd be safe?
Hopefully.
Alright, I like it. How do we get to this place?
Fly there?
Yeah. Wizard doesn't know where it is.
Alright. Guess I'm losing an eye.
Fair enough.
Where's your thingamabobajig?
Yeah. Oh, you
Please.
called it what I was gonna call it.
Please make a con save if you are gonna just try it.
Fuck it.
I thought it was strength.
Oh, sorry, yes, strength.
No,
Make
no,
strength
con. You
save,
said
strength.
con. That's got
No, it's
that's got
strength.
2 more
He is
points.
correct. It's strength.
Oh,
You're
I
right.
shouldn't have said anything.
You're right. It is strength.
That
Croc.
con wouldn't matter.
You see so much, and you see exactly where you need to go. You're thinking of a place. It somewhere shows up. It sounds like it's a very big mountain. There's a lot of places like around the mountain. They seem to lead to different areas. You might be able to get there.
Croc walks out, sans one eye.
Yeah. Then you open your eye, and as described to Kato before, you're looking at yourself from the thing, and also from
Croc
your
waves.
own head. Yeah, you wave at yourself. Oh yeah, you also take some damage.
Cool.
It's like not actually very much damage losing your eye.
Surprisingly.
Yeah. Take 8 damage.
Ouchie.
In fairness, it is because your eye's been like magically teleported out of your head rather than ripped out by any like things. Like you're not bleeding or anything. It's just sort of like your eye is no longer there.
That at least sounds less terrible.
Yeah, your eye's not brutally ripped out. It's just sort of like
That would be 9
very
damage.
precise on. But yes, Croc, you have all the detriments that come with having one eye, and the main one is you have disadvantage on ranged attack rolls.
Nice.
Court, after having seen this machine work a good few times, not to like derail the current like subject matter, but he's like pointing, just like tink tink tink, turns to Benno and goes, "So I get it that this machine, it tells you stuff about places and people, but can it tell you anything about things that have happened to people in the past?" Nudge nudge, hint hint.
Could always give it a shot.
I'd rather not lose an eye over it might work. Like, if I needed to ask about somebody in the past, or find out where they went or what happened to them, would it be able to show me that?
If you thought of that person, it could probably show you where they are currently. It could definitely do that.
See, specifically, I'm looking for information on what happened to them in the past, not where they are now. Because the person I'm asking about is dead.
I've never tried using it to look at the past, but you could always try.
Or dead people?
Cole's gonna hold off on that for now.
Fair enough.
If it only works on the present, he's not gonna risk an eye. He's just got his arm back.
It's not even that hard a strength save, but everyone's always rolled really poorly.
Yeah, but like Cole, despite the fact he's proficient in strength saves, he still rolls bad for some reason. I don't think I've ever rolled higher than a 10 for strength, which is awful.
Fair enough.
But the fact I have a +6.
But yeah, Wizzy Boy is gonna try and hit the road for the Outlands. I think that's a good place to call it, because man, I thought it would be at a very different location.
You did
than we
not
currently
think
are.
you didn't think we'd be going to the Outlands?
No, didn't have that one planned out. No, it was a small surprise to me. I thought you might go in the worst case scenario. I thought you would like resume the main plot and try and look for more pieces.
You
of that
fucking
machine.
idiot!
That's
What a
what I thought you would
stupid
do.
thing to think!
That's what I thought you would do in the worst case scenario.
I think people
Bahamut
should.
wasn't originally supposed to have the last bit.
Bahamut wasn't supposed to be there, but you know. So-
That's
I
why
think
he panicked
people
so
should like
much.
to subscribe.
Nah.
Surprisingly, I hadn't planned on Bahamut making an appearance this episode,
Do,
but you
do
know.
you need us to stop so that you can go and plan?
Yeah, yeah.
Eh,
I mean, that's why I'm calling the session, because, you know,
quick
I have a
thing.
lot to plan.
Could all the characters make a perception check, please? To see if they notice what Croc does before he leaves.
22 for Fireball.
Was that perception?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fireball got a 22.
16.
Graham?
Hello?
Hello?
Graham?
Hello?
We're rolling
Perception
perception to
check.
see what Croc's doing.
I will try. I'm just trying to get it to work. Did
Oof.
that come through?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did very well.
It's
So,
still
Croc,
not
what is
showing up
everyone-
in mine yet. I'll try
What-
reload.
What does everyone see you do, Croc?
Before they leave the planet of Space Australia, Croc walks out into like the tree area. You know those things, the tree area.
The tree area.
Not
yeah,
forested area, the tree area.
Yeah, the tree bit.
He stands in front of a shrub, stabs a knife into the ground, and then snaps a phone in half.
Fair enough.
You would recognize the knife being more than a knife and more of a tooth.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay,
Just
that will
just
have...
some random bush.
It is, yeah. Cool. Well, that is a session. Surprisingly, I was not prepared for some of that.
You said you spent so long starting things as well.
I did.
Hey, all
Spent like
DM tricks, just use them later.
that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Of course, because stuff. But I don't know. We're going to the Outlands. That's gonna be an arc.
Joseph, you're just thinking to yourself, I could swear Andrew said he was going to help me, not hinder.
No, it's all over. Fine. Chill. We can deal with this. And then I was questioned on that I didn't know to do. Because I had not read up on my Bahamut lore recently. Because I didn't think I'd need to. Thought maybe you should read Bahamut at some point. I didn't expect it to be like 10 seconds ago.
Expect the unexpected.
So however I made the lore, that's how it is in this continuity. Not an elemental in this timeline or whatever.
Yeah, it's different in each verse.
I also had
What?
my party go to Bahamut's place last week.
Oh, for God's sake!
Because they were dropping off a platinum dragon egg.
Alright, okay, in Andrew's game, we need to figure out a way to get a Bahamut's place.
I mean, you're literally heading to Tiamat.
We've got to get to Bahamut, it's the only way.
Yeah, Fireball's decided he's going to become the fire god now.
Just
Fair enough.
eat what's his name? Imrix or whatever it is.
Different in this dimension, but sure, yeah.
Who-
Be a big fiery boy.
Yeah, whoever has the equivalent, yeah. Just eat him.
Yeah. If you eat the strongest fire elemental going, you'll become the strongest fire elemental.
Makes sense. I just looked.
This is true.
Going to end the stream, I just looked back. Episode 36, Tiamat loves you. Oh, my favorite.
Tiamat absolutely hates all of you so much.
I love naming things before I know what's going to happen. Next
I
time.
thought we'd be in a very different place, but oh well.
Into the Outlands.
Yeah, into the Outlands. Well, I'm gonna have to look up some Outland stuff now.
Law.